That night, when my daughter-in-law snatched the tray from my hands and screamed that I was only good for scrubbing the floors she walked on, something inside me finally snapped. She thought I would stay silent just like I had for the last 10 years, but she had no idea what I was carrying in my apron pocket. A single piece of paper that was about to turn her luxury gala into her worst nightmare. My name is Martha. I'm 68 years old, and to the guests at that party I was invisible. My son and his wife, Vanessa, were hosting a housewarming gala to celebrate buying their new mansion. I was there, not as a mother or a grandmother, but in a uniform, serving hors d'oeuvres to strangers who didn't even look me in the eye. The music was loud, but my son's silence was deafening. He saw me walking by with that heavy tray, my legs burning from varicose veins, and he just looked away. But the breaking point happened when I accidentally bumped into a chair and spilled a glass of red wine on the expensive Persian rug. The music stopped. Vanessa marched across the room like a hurricane. In front of my son's business partners, she said the words that still ring in my ears. You are useless. I don't know why we keep you around. Clean this up right now and then get out of my sight. You're just a burden. I dropped to my knees to scrub the wine, feeling hot tears hitting the cold floor. No one helped. No one defended me. My son just sipped his whiskey, pretending that the humiliated old lady on the floor wasn't the woman who sold her own home years ago to pay for his Ivy League tuition. I endured the disrespect for years. The fear of being discarded, of becoming a burden, of being dumped in a nursing home, made me accept being treated like a servant in a house my money helped build. But watching my son nod while his wife called me a waste of space was the end. Vanessa climbed onto a small stage, grabbed the microphone, and smiled. I want to make a toast to us. We built this empire from scratch with zero help from anyone. This house is the symbol of our success. That's when I felt a strength I hadn't felt in decades. It wasn't rage, it was dignity. I stood up, brushed off my knees, and walked straight to the stage. The room went dead silent. Vanessa laughed nervously. What do you think you're doing? Get back to the kitchen. I took the microphone from her hand. My hand wasn't shaking anymore. I looked at my son and pulled an old yellowed document from my apron pocket. You didn't build this alone, I said, my voice steady on the speakers. And this house isn't a symbol of your success. It's a symbol of my sacrifice. I unfolded the document. It was the original deed and the living trust papers. This mansion and the company you claim to own, everything is in my name. I gave you power of attorney to manage it, not to humiliate me. And tonight, in front of everyone, I am revoking that power. Vanessa's face went pale. Her arrogant smile vanished. My son tried to rush over. Mom, wait, let's talk. But it was too late. The guests, who had ignored me all night, now saw who really held the power. I didn't kick them out onto the street that night because I am a mother. But the rules changed instantly. I took back my master bedroom, my seat at the table, and most importantly, my respect. Vanessa never raised her voice at me again. I learned that a mother's love is endless, but dignity has a limit. And sometimes you have to remind the world who you are, so they never forget your worth. Have you ever felt unappreciated by the people you help the most? If this story touched your heart, hit that like button and subscribe. Karma always arrives on time.